Alright, welcome back to the channel. Just received this in the mail, so we're going to do a quick unboxing and a first look at it. This is the Amazfit Active 2. So we have this little pull tab down here. Put that in the trash. There we go. And there's our inner box, sliding down. And there is the watch. I got the premium version, which has sapphire glass and a leather band. Not sure if it's real leather or not, but we'll definitely have to do the smell test on that. And then inside here you get typical paperwork, and on the premium version you get a second band that is the silicone. It's actually very soft and stretchy. I kind of like that. And with this you do not get a USB cable, just a tiny little puck. It's a 2 pogo pin USB Type-C, and it would just attach magnetically there. It does feel semi-strong. Let's take this off. There we go. And I don't know what button it is, but we'll hold down the bottom, see if it powers up. There's a buzz. Let's open this up here. May have hit one of the languages there, so we'll start on English. Tells you that you've got to download the app, which I have right here. So to add the device, we go watch. Let it scan the barcode. The numbers match. While it's doing that thing, we'll clean up some of the box. So look at that, pretty quick, ready already. We can enable notifications, say yes. Bluetooth calls. We'll let it see our contacts, calendar. And for weather, we'll let it do that. And now it's giving you a little guide here on how to use it. There is a system update we will view. It is already downloading, so while it's doing that, hopefully we can go back and browse the app. So right out of the box it has 57% battery. That's the default watch face. So swiping down is just like a typical Wear OS where you get your quick toggles. There are 2 pages of apps, shortcuts. Swiping up is notifications. Swiping from right to left, you get some widgets. And then from there, go back to the same widgets from the other direction. Top button, your app drawer. Quite a bit of apps in there. Bottom button goes to workouts. I believe they say there's 140 plus. Well, they got things like jump rope. top one goes back to home. If we long press on it, so you have a voice assistant on here that you can do voice commands to open heart rate, it says. Here's all the different voice commands you can use. And then offline voice language, you can pick the different languages. Long press the bottom one. Oh, the update's ready. So we'll let it do that real quick, and we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, looks like the update has gone through, and now it's just preparing it. So while we wait on that to finish up, let's look at the app here. So you have a bunch of watch faces here. Looks like a lot of this similar ones that you'd find on a OnePlus watch or the Huawei or Xiaomi's. You've got App Store apps. Now this does not have a lot of memory, so you're not going to be filling up tons of games or really anything on here. You might be able to fit a few songs if you want to do those as MP3. Home Assistant, interesting. Tick tick. Quite a number of things in here. Here's your health monitoring for heart rate, sleep, stress, blood oxygen. So we'll turn all of those on for the first few days just to see how they perform. This is actually nice that you can control how often it checks the heart rate. So we'll push it. We'll go every minute. Notifications. I don't like the stand reminder, so we'll turn that off. Looks like you have goals. Here's all your apps. I'll fine-tune that later. So you've got control of the device, how long the screen will stay on. If you want it to always be on or not. You can change what the different buttons do when you long press. It's a long list of things you can change it to. That's pretty nice. There's the bottom. All the widgets that we saw, and you can add more. So why not? We'll put calendar up there, and we'll do blood oxygen. Why not? Voice memos, sure. Quite a bit down in that list as well. Control center, so that was when we swiped down and we had all the toggles for things. What wrist you're going to put the watch on and what direction the buttons will face then. Morning update, sounds like a report of how your sleep went. Maybe the weather. Looks like quite a bit of customizing you can do. It's just pretty nice. Alright, so we'll turn that off. Let's take off the Xiaomi watch. This is the S4. We'll put this on. As you can see right away, that's actually a little bit smaller than the Xiaomi. far as thickness, substantially thinner than the Xiaomi. It's already buzzing about something, so let me take this off camera, put that on my wrist, pull it through there, tuck that in here, and there we go. So that's what it looks like on wrist, telling me that the update went through. There's the watch face, so we long press on there, gives you a little buzz, and you can change out what the different watch faces are. Hopefully you can see that without too much reflection there, sorry. 20mm wrist strap, and it does use quick release. You can see right there. Speaker, microphone. So that is my first look at that. I'm going to put it on, wear it, customize it, and see what I think. Maybe we'll come back and do a comparison between that and a few of the other watches I've got here. As you can see, here's some boxes like the Xiaomi. Here is the Huawei GT5. Got OnePlus Watch 2R. Here's Pixel Watch 3. So I've got a few that we can compare to. If anyone's interested in a specific direct comparison, do let me know in the comments. And I appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not.